Gotta keep it plugged in. I haven't had that trouble too much recently, but I think today is probably for the best. It's a little low on battery. Popo and Nana were unguarded after stopping their attack. Then Jigglypuff came from the south with a powerful rollout attack. It hits one of the little Bulbors, creating a chain reaction by bumping into the remaining Bulbors, and they crashed into a wall. Then they died. Thanks, Jigglypuff. Both ice climbers thanked the singer Pokemon. We have to save Pit. Jigglypuff pointed to Pit, who was inside the big Bulbor's mouth. Oh my god, he is eating him, Nana said in shock. The little trio charged at the big beast. The Bulbor spits. Tooties spits Pit out, and the angel crash with Jigglypuff. The ice climbers jumped high in the air, and they used their hammers in the head of the black Bulborb. Stop changing it. He screams in pain, and he faints. Bulborb. Is there a difference? I gotta find this out. Is there a discernible difference between Bulborb and Bulbor? Or they just mean the same thing? So, okay. So what differentiates Bulborb from Bulbor? Bulbor. Any minute now. Any second now. Do. Any results for... Okay, alright, I'll just try Google. Bulbor. Oh, shit, alright. So, okay, what? Oh, there is a difference, but why did you... But you used the same name for the different characters, didn't you? Yeah, he called them both Bulborb and Bulbor. It's just the same character. I'm not totally wrong. There are grounds for criticism after all. They use their hammers in the head of the black Bulborb. He screams in pain and he faints. Pit, are you alright? Nana asked, worried. After being crushed by a machine and being eaten by a big monster, I'm not fine at all, Pit said, annoyed. The ice climbers looks down sadly and Pit shooks his head. But you've saved me from that monster, so I should thank you, Three, Pit said, smiling. Popo and Nana looks at Pit and smiles. Ahem. Oh, sorry, Jigglypuff. Pit got out from above Jigglypuff. After a moment, they started to head farther to the west. The distant spring, landing site. Back with Mewtwo, he reunites with Roy, Pichu, and Pikachu. Mewtwo tells them that there aren't more parts to the east. So they decide to go to the west and aid Pit, Popo, and Nana and Jigglypuff. Olimar came with his army of blue Pikmins, and he tells them to return to their onion. Then he goes below the red onion and calls 70 red Pikmins to help him. Roy and Pichu decides to accompany Olimar. They follow him while Mewtwo and Pikachu heads to where Pit, Popo, Nana, and Jigglypuff are. Alright then. Didn't Olimar told us about a big black beetle in this area? Chris asked. He didn't see any big black beetle around the area with fire. I can't see that bug here, but something is telling me the contrary, Lucario said, narrowing his eyes. I've returned. Olimar, there isn't any black beetle here, Chris said. Olimar rubbed his helmet. But my radar told me about him. I fought one in the Forest of Hope a few days ago. Let's just search for him inside this area, Roy said. Everyone nodded, and they, along with the army of red Pikmin, stepped inside the wooden floor, while they were evading the fire coming from the ground. What? What fucking fire? Oh, this is the area's fire. Whatever. The distant spring, west side. It's all like the fire world in Mario or whatever. West side. Meanwhile, Pit, Popo, Nana, and Jigglypuff were trying to get two parts at the corner of the west of the distant spring. One was near a shore. Popo and Nana were heading there, and the other was high above a block of cement. Pit and Jigglypuff went there. "Hey, Popo!" Pit shouted. "What, Pit?" Popo asked. "Do you have any trouble with that part?" "Nope, we can carry this to a ship by ourselves. What about you?" "We can carry this without problems too." "All right, let's head back to the ship." Just then, Mewtwo and Pikachu came. Pikachu went to help Pit and Jigglypuff. Mewtwo lifted the part of Popo and Nana with his psychic powers. Both Ice Climbers thanked the psychic Pokemon, and he just nodded, because he's cool. The six were heading back to the Dolphin, and after that, they were going to reunite with Olimar and the others for the part guarded by the Black Beetle. "I can't see either the Beetle or the part here," Chris said. "Keep looking around. It gotta be somewhere," Roy said. "But there isn't any of them," Pichu said. "It's just the fire, the big yellow pellet from over there, and the weird black wood in the floor." "Pichu is right. We can't find anything else in this area." "Wait, what did you say about the floor?" Chris asked. "That it's black," Pichu replied, confused. They looked below, and the floor was black. After some seconds, the ground started to shake, and they quickly left the area. The wood serving as wall was becoming crumbles. Becoming crumbles, and the fire stopped coming from the floor. They watched the area being destroyed by itself, and Pichu hid behind Chris in terror. Suddenly, the floor was starting to shake violently, and then the big black beetle came from it. "Impossible. This one is even bigger than the last one I fought before," Olimar said, surprised. "Look, there is that dark aura surrounding him too!" Pichu pointed at the black aura coming from the body of the big black beetle. "Big black beetle, stop! Big black beetle!" "There is no other way but to fight this thing and retrieve the part from him," Roy said, taking out his sword. "Then we have to fight the armoured cannon beetle, or in this case, I shall name this one Armoured Primate Beetle," Olimar stated. Preview of the next chapter. "Greetings, I'm Captain Olimar." "I'm Pichu." "Why are the primates so interested in taking this world?" "Not only they want to take this world, but other worlds too." "Really? Then I should fight to save the world of the Pikmin." "Yes, we can defeat them if you help us." "Okay, I will help you." "Next time, one big trouble." Do you want to... Oh, I remember this fucking... Gosh, you sort of forgot about this feature, the sort of saving thing. "Do you want to save your data?" "Yes." "Overwrite file?" "Yes." The Distant Spring, Chris, Lucario, Pichu, Roy, Mewtwo, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Pit, Ice Climbers, Olimar. Alright. Author's note, and there you have it. I've added the last thing just for fun. Or maybe that can help you in remembering the current characters. Read and review, please. Okay, so I guess he included that from this chapter onwards, and then when he rewrote the earlier chapters, he included that. I'm wondering, though, whether it was such a good idea for me to start the series now. Because, I mean, you know, in the time that I've been reading this, he's already rewritten one chapter, so maybe he sees it more as a sort of work in progress, this thing. Maybe there's going to be more alterations to it, to the story, throughout, you know? Maybe he'll catch up to me, you know? It's weird, I don't know, maybe I'm, you know, being a little preemptive with this. Gee whiz. Huh. You know, maybe I should have waited it'd probably be a couple of years before you know, finish, because I think it was chapter 120, which is where the rewrites continue again, or something like that. Or, like, when he claims chapter 120 was when it starts to get good, and we're about to start chapter 30, so we got a fucking while to wait. I don't know. Maybe this will just be... This is the full reading of the Subspace Emissary's World's Conquest in its current state. Let's see for how long it remains in this state. Chapter 30 is going to be called, as well as One Big Trouble, it's going to be called And Another High Authority Appears. Okay. Be it monarch, or god, or President. Oh, bloody hell, this is a long fucking author's note. That looks fun.